Hey, I'm Sean,
Hi, and I'm Shannon.
and we're the host of Wifey and Baby Mama. Happy Thursday, family, and welcome back. We're excited to be with you another week and hope you guys are just excited to be here. Shannon and I promised
Yes.
a more guest-filled season, and we have did
Yes,
our
we
best to
did.
deliver. And of course, tonight will be no exception. So you are in for a ride, family. We've had a few very first here on season 3 of Wife and Baby Mama, and tonight we're adding to that very first list. We have with us two guests on opposing sides of tonight's topic. Don't judge a book by its cover. Oh, yeah. Shannon, give it up. We have
Yes.
two
Oh, yes.
people,
So
two opinions.
excited. So
Yes.
excited.
We have
Yes.
with us tonight Miss Tiana Daniels and Miss Charlotte Smith on the lineup. These two beautiful women are going to weigh in on how they determine if a new man is one of the good ones. Ladies, why don't you introduce yourself? Tiana, you go first because she an old pro. She's a returning guest. So we'll let Tiana go first.
All right, my name is Tiana. I'm 42 years old. I have one daughter who's 20. She's in her third year of college, and I am a single and now empty nester.
Oh, wow.
Okay, fellas, y'all heard it. Okay, Char,
Awesome.
run it down.
I am Charlotte Smith, 48, single. I'm not a single nester. I was for 2 years. Oh, it was so great. But she's back home. And it's just us two, just me and my baby. But we all right.
That's
That's
all
all
right.
right. All right, Shannon, you ready, girl?
I'm ready. I can't wait
Audience,
to
y'all
hear.
ready? These are two women, similar status as you heard. Both bosses, honey. They left that part out. Both are grown, gorgeous daughters in their 20s, so you ain't got no babies crying, waking up, breaking the date. And they're open to new adventures with Mr. Right, okay? However, Tiana seems to think during our vetting for the interview, she seems to think that one of the good ones can come as a package with small kids. But Miss Shar said, baby, miss me with it, okay? So Tiana went first on the intro. So Shar, you go first to the audience and tell us why it's a no for you at this point
No.
in your life.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to be with nobody that has to go get kids from school.
Okay.
My daughter's grown, so
Hmm.
they should have grown kids. I'm at the age where we supposed to be enjoying life, not chasing the little kids around.
Okay. So it's
Not
just about the age of the kids. It has nothing to do with any baby mama drama.
That too,
Oh,
all
okay.
of that. Yes, it's so many. We could be on this phone all night because it's so much. But yeah, I don't. Mm-mm. I'd rather
get
your
somebody
kids.
else to
Yeah,
do it.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, so Tiana, now this is why it's great, and I'm so happy you guys are here together because we could have did a show with Shar with you, but it's great to hear the opposing opinions in one setting. So why is it okay with you, Tiana? You don't mind picking the babies up from school. Tell us why.
You know why? I thought that I would have a house full of kids, and I don't.
Wow.
And so I'm actually okay with him having smaller children. Maybe I'll get that opportunity again. I don't necessarily see myself having another child, although I'm
Okay.
not closed off to that either.
Oh,
But
wow.
I wouldn't mind having more kids and doing the small kid thing again. And I don't necessarily feel like it has to be drama. I think it could be,
Okay.
and I think we probably all
Yeah.
know situations where it has been, but I
Absolutely,
don't
Hmm.
know if
absolutely.
that has to be the rule.
Okay.
Right. Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
there
like
definitely
Shar,
can
I
be.
think he could be
Yeah.
like, what if the wife died? I
And
mean, there's so
now,
many situations.
well,
And he
Tiana,
needs help, Shar. And he needs
well,
help, Shar.
no, because let me tell you, I was in a relationship for over 20 years, so I raised 4 kids. I'm done.
You're done.
Got it.
Everybody's grown.
Yeah.
Your wife
Hmm.
passed away. Oh, I'm sorry, but I'm not. It's not in
Send
me.
him,
It's not in me,
send him,
Tiana.
send him
I'm
some
waiting
flowers.
on, some of them eventually, I'm not even ready for them to have grandkids. I'm
Oh,
not even
Mm.
ready for
Okay.
them to
wow.
have kids yet. But I mean,
Okay.
if they do,
Okay.
I'll have to step in and do my part.
Grandma
But
duties.
that's, yeah, but when I
Right.
want to,
Right.
you got it's not living in grandma house, no.
Well, you ladies know I've been raising kids since I could walk. So, of course, I quite
Mhm.
naturally am okay with little ones, right? However, if I had to choose to be a mother of a 6-year-old at almost 50 and I knew I would get my exact same son, I wouldn't do it. I would do it years earlier. I would do it years earlier. I promise. I mean, I guess that's the beauty though of not being in control of every aspect of our lives, right? The beautiful
Right.
surprises God gives us, because who would choose Frank at 48? Like, come on, y'all all know him. Who would do that to themselves? But the joy he brings is unmatched,
Mhm.
and but I'm gonna honestly tell you, it would have been a no for me if God had presented that to me. Would you like to have that son you've always wanted at 42? I'd have been like, thank you, Lord, appreciate you, but no, I'm straight. I'm straight being a girl mom, okay? So I get it.
Right,
I guess
right.
if we have a choice, but again, the beautiful surprises are there for a reason. Frank gives me something. Frank actually, saved my marriage. So I guess,
Mm,
we all have they all have their purposes.
Mhm.
right,
Mhm.
right.
Now, I do wish I had more children, but I didn't. Once my daughter got to the age of 8, I just couldn't do it. I was like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Sheree, she knows how to do she
Right.
knows how to do everything, and I didn't feel like with the car seat and all of that all over again.
Mhm,
I do wish
mhm.
I would have did it when she was younger,
Mhm.
Yeah.
2,
Right.
Hmm.
3. So I
Yep.
do wish I had more kids, but when she got 8 years old, I knew it was over. I didn't want to start over
Yeah,
again.
Wow.
yeah.
And so
And
Sheree's
I
what,
can
Shar?
understand
24?
that. Mm,
24, yeah, she's 24.
You
mhm.
stood you stood tall on that thing. Go ahead, Shan. She stood on business with that. Go ahead, Shan.
No, I mean I can understand a bit because like with me and my husband, of course, our children are grown. So we do get to do a lot of things that people with younger children cannot do. Not to say one is better than the other.
Right.
If he would have had young children, I would have been fine either way. But I do enjoy that we can jump up, at the spur of the moment, jump on a plane and go to Las
Mhm.
Vegas or wherever we
Mhm.
feel like, whatever is on our mind for the weekend or whatever, you can jump up and do that. But I do sometimes miss having, a house full of people. Now, my husband does have grandchildren. I unfortunately do not. I don't know why. My son, I'm like, oh Lord. I'm like, I know he's not that careful, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But anyway, that's another story. um,
You and I both
but
INJ, like, come on, dude. Like, we're
I
dependent on you.
know
Like, come on.
exactly, exactly. Where are the grandbabies? But my husband has them, but we don't see them that often.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I don't mind having them over. And he was very, very surprised that I was accepting because his previous wives, ex-wives, they didn't want anything to do with his kids or his grandkids. They made it all about him. And I'm like, nah, it ain't all about you, dude. I love you to death, but I'm a people person, meaning family. I love having family
Right.
over,
Mhm.
cooking big dinners and doing all that for, people that come around. So my question is, Shar, if you met the perfect package, though, when I say perfect, meaning finance is great, look is great, just all those things, but he just happened to have a couple of kids under the age of 10, you mean you're saying you would walk away?
Um, if I found out I would have to know he had kids. Like we would have to be in something, and then it come up. And you can't tell me you got the kids. It's not happening.
Up front. Okay, can't say it up front.
He had to sneak it.
Sneak it on you.
No, it's not happening. We was
Okay,
just
fellas.
out
So
to a
if y'all
dinner.
got kids, y'all got kids, y'all gotta woe her. Like you gotta take her over the top and
Oh,
spring it on her. Like you
Lord.
can't be honest up front. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
yeah, yeah.
We was at a restaurant as of recent, Shannon, and the chef came out was talking to us or whatever. And Sean is a witness. Once he said he had kids, I had no more conversation.
I
I
mean,
don't
she
even
was
know what he was talking about because I was talking to the next person.
she was
I
giving
just
him
turned.
googly eyes. She kicking me under the table. She was like, "My friend
Right,
Yes.
just wrote a
right.
book and she's looking to do this thing and she's telling me she's feeding me lines, right? Texting me, and I'm like, so chef, like, what you do? He's like, when I'm not here, I'm with my 6 kids. She was like, "Brrr." I'm like, oh, chef, you done did it. It's over, chef. It was I mean, it's zero. She went to zero, y'all. She went cold on him.
Yeah,
So
And
yeah,
he
does
kept
it
coming
does
yeah.
up.
it matter now? I don't know about 5 and 6 kids. I
That's what I
now
was gonna ask.
the amount of kids would be a thing too.
But
You
what if you
can't
had the
just
Right,
have
money to
a
right.
take
bunch
care of
of
the
kids.
kids, Tiana? I don't want you to have the money to take care of kids because first of all, I need you to be a hands-on dad. You
Yeah,
know, I can't see
Yeah,
myself talking to nobody that don't deal with their kids on a regular basis.
right.
that's
That's
true.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So,
You
Yeah.
know, my situation with my daughter was not when it having her was not the ideal situation. Like it wasn't within this loving relationship. And I think I've always kind of still wanted to have I think having
Oh,
children
yeah.
is a beautiful thing. And it would
mhm,
have been even more wonderful if I could have shared that experience with somebody different. And I think
Right.
Right.
part of me still wanted to have that experience. Or still wants, not
Oh,
even wants it, still
yeah,
wants
yeah,
to have that experience. And I think that's
yeah.
part of it. Also, part of it for me is that I'm an only child. So I never
Mm.
thought that I would just have one child.
Mm-hmm.
I love a house
Oh,
full. Like I love like when my daughter comes home, it's always a friend or two.
Mm-hmm.
Like
mhm,
Mm-hmm.
I'm that house. They can
yes,
come over
Right.
here. You can hang out
yes,
over here. And
yes.
that kind of,
Yeah.
that kind of fills a void. But I just think having children is a beautiful thing, and I wouldn't mind doing it again.
so let me
Okay.
ask you, Tiana, not you, Char. We clearly got your stand. So Tiana, say you meet a guy, right? He doesn't
Mm.
have kids, but he's willing to adopt. Would that be an option for you? Just to
I,
fill the void, or is it something you want to share with that person?
I think so. If he doesn't have children and wanted to adopt, I might see about that. I don't know
Okay.
that I need to force a child. I
Right.
don't know if
Mm.
I
Okay.
need that
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
situation. If you have them, if I got pregnant, then I wouldn't be like heartbroken about it. I don't know if I'm going to look for some. If
Got it.
that
I
makes
just wanted to be
sense.
sure. It
Yeah.
makes
Yeah.
absolute sense because I want to be sure. Like, are because you said it's a void. So how do we like? Are we going to do it? So in other words, I really wanted a son. Right. Every single
Mhm.
time I got pregnant, I wanted a son. Like, really wanted a son.
Mm.
Mhm.
But after Jay Brown, like Shar said, after Jay Brown was 10, I'm like, okay, cool. I'm not having a son. Like, I'm good with that. I wouldn't have said, Jimmy and I get back together and we get married. Jay was grown, practically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Jay's a grown man. He's not a little boy that you could play basketball, take to the barber
Right.
shop, like all the stuff you do with a son, right? Because all girls
Mhm.
want is
Mm-hmm.
money to spend your money. That's literally their lot in life. Boys love their mamas. They want to hang out. Frank want to go to park with me, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
my thing is, if Jimmy and I got back together and I didn't have Frank, it's like I'm not going to adopt a son to fill the void. So that's why I asked the question.
Mm.
But now that I have him, oh my God, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it
Yeah.
worked out the way it should have, but I definitely wouldn't have adopted a son just to fill the void. So I get it. I
Yeah,
just wanted to
no.
know
I
your
don't
Mm-hmm.
take
think
on that.
I'm not going shopping for kids. If you
Okay.
have them, that's fine. If we have one together, that's still fine.
Shopping.
Okay. Now,
Well, when
now,
my
what
daughter
about?
was 8,
Yeah.
I actually thought about adopting. And
Okay.
Oh, wow.
yeah, I did. I was like, well, she needs some more siblings, but they scared me. Her godmother was like, well, sure, because I wanted one like along the age limit of her. I didn't want a
Hmm.
baby because I just said I
Right.
didn't want
Car
to do the
seat.
baby
Okay.
thing, so I didn't want no
Hmm.
Yeah.
baby. But they were scaring
Yeah.
me, saying, when they're that age, they come with, they have issues or whatever. You better off getting a
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah.
So I just left that alone because I don't want to mistreat nobody's kids. I wanted to treat a kid
Right.
like my kid, so that deal was off the table. So you know.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Tiana,
Mhm.
now, say you meet a man, um, and he has 3 kids, but there are 3 baby mamas. Are you good with that?
She said,
You know what? The baby mamas are worse than the kids.
show enough.
It's
And they
worse
are.
than the kids. You know what? I
Show
think if
enough.
it was because everybody at this age, people have lived full lives, right? People are on
Mm-hmm.
second, third
Mm-hmm.
marriages,
Yeah.
Hmm.
families, grandkids. So I don't know. I think I have to look at each situation
Yeah.
individually, because it
Yeah.
could be, when I was a teenager, when I was in my 20s, but you worked all that stuff out. So I don't think that
Right.
I have a few like hard stops, but I think as I get older, it's like people have lived life,
Right.
and you coming with some baggage now. I'm coming with my own baggage.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And see,
Yeah.
So,
that's the prime example of not living, judging a book by its cover. Let it play
True.
out to see.
True.
So I like that you're
Yeah.
Right.
saying, you're not simply saying no because it's three baby mamas. Because let me tell y'all something. I got three baby daddies, okay? And we are at peace. We love each other. We are
Right.
family.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right.
it's not
Yeah.
always, like you said, at this age, it's not always drama.
Mhm.
But guess what?
Right.
Yeah.
When I had Jania at 30, he had three baby mamas. Guess what it was?
Mm.
Drama for your
Drama.
mama, okay?
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
think we're dependent on the age groups,
Mhm.
who you're dealing with, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Now, not all of them, don't get me wrong. It was just one little dusty one. The other two were cool. And matter of fact, Shannon, I think I told you, I
Yeah.
never even met the one, which was crazy, right? You raising this person kid, they living with you, spending at your house.
Right.
If I
Right.
walked past his mother in the store, I couldn't have told you who the lady was. It was
Wow.
all crazy, which is why
Mhm.
Shannon and I do this
Mhm.
podcast. We try to
Yeah.
work on and encourage healthy living, healthy
Mm.
relationships. If you're in these kids' life, you need healthy relationships, like
Yeah.
yes.
more than not,
Right.
Yeah.
especially at our
Exactly.
ages. So, yeah, Tiana, I totally agree. With the age comes experience, maturity. I don't
Yeah.
think it's so much
Mhm.
drama at our age.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Now
Yeah.
there is
is.
something I used
You
to
said
tell
it is.
Jay.
Shar said it
Yeah.
is.
It
Yeah.
is.
There, yeah, there's something I used to tell Jay because I lived by it myself as well. Now, if I met someone like before I got married, of course, if that child was under a certain age, I couldn't date the man because there was always that possibility that there were still some ties with the mother.
Hmm.
And I used to
Absolutely.
tell Jay this all the time. And he met this girl that he's head over heels with, and she had a 2-year old. And I said, no, Jay. I said, please don't do it. No, Ma, she's done with him. She's done. I'm like, but that baby's only 2. So there's that possibility. And sure enough, that was his first heartbreak. I've never seen my
Wow.
son so devastated when she
All
went
Oh,
back
right.
to the baby father, of course. So
oh,
that's the only time I would encourage people, listening, if
just to
you're
be a little
dating a
cautious,
man, yeah, yeah, because
or
there's
woman for that
sometimes
matter.
some ties. Yeah, man or
Man or
woman.
woman, because let me tell you something. When Jimmy, my kids were smaller, I don't care if me and Jimmy was fighting or not. We were not dating. But if I'm trying to date and he won't come see his kid, my baby daddy coming over here. So y'all gotta go home. And that's just how it is, cause you want that child to have a bond with their
Yeah,
father
yeah,
at that age. And
yeah,
and and, and
yeah.
I wanted him still. So when he called, y'all gotta go home. I
Yeah,
don't care if
yeah.
we
So,
fighting or
so
not.
that's the key. That's the key thing you just said. You wanted him still.
I
It
wanted
was
him
it
still.
wasn't just about the bond. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That's a
that's
fact.
what
That's
you
a
got to
fact. That's
look
what I said.
out
Just doesn't
for.
apply. It doesn't always apply
Yep,
to the men, or it
yep.
can go both ways. But now,
Right,
Shar,
right.
I want to double back because I heard you say, "Oh, it is," and I wanted Shannon to get her point out. I want to know what the it is. I need you to explain the it is.
What with drama?
What's that? Mm-hmm. At
That's
our
because
age.
that yeah, at our age, that's my child's father, and it's four of us. He has four kids, and he has four, and I'm the last one. So, but anyway, but anyways, it's that one before me. We can't get along. We can't get
Wow,
along. Like we just
wow.
had words like last week. So,
Oh
and ain't
Oh
wow.
neither one
my
of us with her.
Last
gosh.
week.
Yes, yes, we just can't
But
get along.
I can you agree with me and say, because I found out it wasn't that she and I could get along. She still had feelings for him. So
Well,
even
she
when I
do.
wasn't with the
Yeah.
dude, yeah, when I wasn't with the dude,
Mm.
little Dusty kept coming for me. I'm like, bro, he's
Mm-hmm.
gone. He's gone. Go back and get him. But you know what she knew though? She knew though he still wanted me, even though I
Right,
didn't want him.
right, and
How
that's
could
what the
you blame me
problem
for
Wow.
is.
that? So how could you
Mm.
blame me for that though? I'm long
Mm,
gone, baby. You got
Yeah.
that.
Right.
But she
Right.
knew that he still wanted me, and for that she couldn't stand me.
yeah,
And I'm
right.
like, this is wild. This is totally wild. Like, dude is gone, but I get it. So but you said that's what it is. I was about to tell you, Char. Well, more than likely, it's still feelings there,
Oh
and it's
yeah,
reflecting back to
it
you.
Yeah.
still is. Yeah, it still is.
Wow.
You
So,
know what? And my situation was the complete opposite. So Kevin and I, we were like done from the beginning. It was supposed to be a fun relationship. This wasn't supposed to be no forever, us having a 20-year-old together now. That's not ever what it was supposed to be. And so for me and him, there was no drama because
Yeah.
Okay.
forever wasn't even what we were in it for.
Mhm.
And
Okay.
Yeah.
so there was no
Yeah.
drama. There was no, he has other
Mhm.
baby mamas. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he eventually got married and divorced.
Mhm.
My daughter still goes over there. Well, she has siblings over there, but she still goes over there, spend the night and everything else. There was no drama. So when somebody comes to me and says that they have it under control, I can see how that could happen
Right, right,
because that's
Right.
exactly.
my
Just like,
situation.
and same with ours. Sean and I.
Yep.
For those
Shannon,
who've listened to the podcast,
we had no
there was
mutual
never
crossing. We had no, oh,
right,
she with him tonight,
right,
you with him tomorrow. No, you got to make sure all
Right.
that stuff is out the
no,
way.
Right.
But
yeah,
I,
yeah,
I just heard you say, Shannon, sorry, Tiana, she has other siblings. And sure, I know you from that your
Hmm.
baby has other siblings. So let me say this really quick before we wrap up and let you guys shoot your last points if you want. Did that factor in with you being able to say, well, nah, I didn't have another one. It's okay because you knew the children had other siblings. Like, would it be different if you just knew Sheree was in this world by herself, Sharp? Because, God rest his soul, little Larry, went on. He
Hmm.
transitioned early, and that was just it. Ray didn't have
Um,
other kids, and the same for you, Tiana. Like, would that have made a difference if you bending or whatever, Sharp, with your
yeah,
rules?
if she didn't have other siblings, I would have had another child. I would have.
okay,
Yeah, but I would have
Totally.
done it when
Okay.
she was younger still, but I would have had another child
mhm,
because that was one of the,
Reasons you did it because
reasons
you
when
were
she
raising
was
other kids.
raising other kids.
mhm,
Everybody had,
Mm-hmm.
it was just a lot of money going out with all of these
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
kids. And, me and her father lived together. So, you
Right.
know, two kids going to tutoring,
mhm,
sports activities, and they stayed in
Mm-hmm.
stuff, so it was just like a lot of money. And having
Yeah.
another child was, no,
Okay. So
Yeah.
if she
yeah.
didn't have other siblings, though, you would
I
have
would have.
early.
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
what about you, Tiana?
I probably would have been more strategic about it if she didn't, but my daughter will tell you that she has the best of both worlds. So with her father, she has all
Oh,
her siblings, and then she can come here and enjoy all her own stuff. So she would say that
okay.
she likes it both ways.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Mhm.
What about you, Shannon? Any parting thoughts on the topic before we wrap it up?
No, I think this has been great. This has been a wonderful conversation.
I'm talking about absolutely entertaining.
Mhm.
I live for these Thursdays. Some Thursdays we gotta get deep, we gotta tell y'all about the Lord. But tonight, baby, we got to have fun. So you gotta have it all, right? You
Right.
gotta have it all. It
Yeah.
gets mundane. So this has
Yeah.
been one of the best of season 3. God,
It
all
has.
our other guests, please don't be offended. We love you all, but this just has been entertaining to me because it's been the first time we've had people on opposite sides. So
Yeah.
if no
Yeah.
one has anyone else on the topic, we'll move on to our next segment.
Okay.
And we'll leave you with this on this topic. People don't miss out on one of the good ones with a long list of rules. But if you know where you stand on a certain issue and it's firm, don't bend either. Because we found in living this thing called life, being true to what you really want in the beginning saves a lot of heartache later. Don't be faking it till you make it because it almost always blows up after a while. And I believe that God knows every single thing about us, right? And the good one, He's prepared for us. He's prepared for specifically for us. We will meet. They will meet our every need, and we will meet them when the time is right. Even if we didn't think we needed what they have. So just live life, let it flow as it may, and be sure to stay prepared for that one fine day, because I believe we all got it coming.
Yeah.
All right, so
Agreed.
let's move on to the audience invite, Shannon.
Excellent. All right.
All right, the audience invite. The title of last week's song was The Best Man I Can Be by Genuine, RL, Case, and Tyrese. And the title of the episode was A Friend That Stick Closer Than Any Brother. What can a brother do for me? Y'all remember that song? That was my
Yes,
joint.
yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that was a deep song. So if you want to add another hit to your list, young people, old people, if you never heard it, when music was music, y'all take a listen. And if you're digging that song or can guess the tune of that goes with tonight's line that I dropped in this episode, or if you enjoyed any of the tunes we suggested this season, be sure to hit us up and let us know. This is your official invite to email us at wifeyandbabymama@gmail.com. That's wifeyandbabymama@gmail.com. All right, so on to the fictional family we're feeling tonight.
Yeah.
All right, audience, y'all took my red line. Y'all thought it was over. But tonight, my girl has let me run not one, but two segments. So I know you're used to Shannon, but tonight I'm going to run it. She's allowed me the honor tonight. And y'all know I like my wordplay. And I'm not sure if you caught that one fine day at the end of the wrap up, but that is indeed the title for tonight's fictional family I am feeling. Our families are single parents Melanie Parker, played by Michelle Pfeiffer, and Jack Taylor, played by the gorgeous George Clooney.
George
In one fine
Clooney.
day, yeah, that's my man, honey. So, in this one movie, One Fine Day, they both show up to their kids' field trip, and the kids have missed the bus. They're both single parents, which means they're leaving hectic lives, right? So they end up having to leave the scene on the field trip, having to catch a cab together. And he's on his phone and she's on her phone, and they hear each other talking, and he's like, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, let's get me out of here." But then they assume very quickly that we don't like each other, right? They judged right away that this isn't the person for me, even though they were both single. But at that moment, they realized they needed each other because on those phone calls, she had like a big meeting that would her career depended on, and he's led to get on this story that basically his career is over. It's the story of his life if he doesn't take it. So they use each other as daycare. And of course, since she judged him, she's like, should I leave my child with him? But she ends up losing his daughter, and he ends up
Yeah.
letting her son put a marble up his nose or something crazy because they're single parents, but they weren't used to each other's
Mhm.
kids. And they just decide, we have to use each other. We have to utilize what we have. So they find the daughter, they get over for the day, they go their separate ways, and basically like, "Ah, never have to see you again." But they get home and realize they can't stop, thinking about each other. So his daughter
Mhm.
suggests like, hey, let's go see him. So they go over, and she's sitting there like, man, I should have did that differently. She starts thinking about how fine George Clooney is when she got home. And she's like, should have took that, I should have took his number. Anyways, he ends up knocking on her door, and the kids go watch a movie, and they end up just falling asleep, and it was just great. So we can
Mhm.
assume that they live their happily ever after, right? And you know what I get from that scene, from that movie? Divine intervention and timing.
Mm.
And I believe that's true for us all if we just wait. Now, I'm sure I think they talked about how long it had been since she had a man, but he was a woman, a ladies' man because he was so good looking, and he probably had a different one every
Mhm.
night. But they were both what each other needed, even though they were living their lives whatever way they were living, you know, divine timing. And I
Yeah.
think, ladies, I think the Mr. Rights are out there for you, and I just can't wait to see it and experience it with you all. And that is the fictional family we're filling.
Excellent. Excellent. I love that movie.
Yes.
Did you guys see One Fine Day?
No, I've
Have you
never
ever
seen
seen
it
it, Tiana?
actually, Sean.
Really?
No.
Have you ever seen that movie, Tiana?
I've seen it. I love that movie. It's
Isn't
so
it one of the
cute.
best movies?
It's
It's
so
so
cute.
Yeah.
heartwarming, isn't it?
Yeah,
And
I can
Yeah.
have
I
you
think
watch
go,
it when
yeah,
we get
sure.
off.
So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we do these fictional families, and that's why we started the audience invites, like put new flavor in your ear and your mind. Go and watch it, Char. It's a really. You said you like all the girly movies that I like
Mm-hmm.
all our seven
Mm-hmm.
movies. So I'm telling you, you would absolutely dig this, wasn't she, Tiana? It's great.
Mhm.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
cute.
watch it. I'm gonna watch it tonight.
It's a cute
Mm-hmm.
movie.
It's a cute movie. So I believe that, and I hope for that, like for all of us guys. So we gotta just keep our faith.
Right.
You just got to keep the faith. I believe it's
Keep the
someone for
faith.
all of us. This life was not meant to live alone.
It
And
I
even though
agree.
wasn't.
Shard don't
Agreed.
want stepkids, even though Shard don't want stepkids, I'm telling you, Mr. Right is out there, Shard. You just got to keep an open mind. Not six. I was with you on that one, girlfriend. But I'm telling you, one or two, I think I could convince you, Shard. I think I can.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And you've heard people say never. And
That's right.
not saying you would ever change your mind or anything like that, but I never wanted to be married. That was just something I was dead set against. And you ask any of my friends, they were so shocked when I got married so late in life. They said, "You said you would never, ever, ever." Because I said I could not look at the same person every day.
Well, that's me, Shannon. I always said that. I've been engaged. I've been engaged, and we just lived together
Yeah,
for
yeah,
forever. I just wanted the
yeah.
day with the dress. I didn't want. you know.
The whole
Right,
thing. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm in it now and I wouldn't
And you
change a thing.
happy. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah. I wouldn't
That's what's
change a
up.
thing. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, Tiana, I think, girlfriend, that your Mr. Right is on his way. We gonna air this national tonight. They gonna find out how wonderful you are, and
Oh
he gonna
my
be like,
goodness.
ah, he be like, all them women was
Yeah.
turning me down, and I found somebody that's gonna take my kids, and he gonna hit us up on the email, and we gonna have a divine. I can't wait to make our first love connection. I'm telling you, it's gonna
Yeah, I know.
happen.
And
Yeah.
Tiana is a great catch.
Send them my way.
She said, send them my way.
Yes. So,
It's
yes.
somebody.
So, to all our listeners in the 32 countries that we're in across the world, especially our biggest two, France and the UK, come on over to the United States, especially Buffalo, New York.
Tiana is with the kids.
Oh my
Char
goodness.
ain't. So if you don't have the kids, ask for Shara's number. We want y'all to get this straight. If you got the kids, Tiana is willing to give you a chance, and if they kids, we're not doing that. So let's
That's right.
understand what we're looking for here. No, serious ladies. We thank you so
Yeah.
much, guys, for joining us. And
Thank
you know
you.
how many people are so freaking, I don't want nobody to know I'm single. I'm too old. It's embarrassing. I love that we can just be ourselves.
Right.
It is what it
Yes.
is. Been there,
Yep.
It
done that, and now I'm ready to
Hmm.
do it again.
No,
So
I
thank you,
bet
ladies,
Yes.
for
he's
bearing your souls. I know that's right, Sharon. When you
Thank
at peace, you
you.
can keep
yeah.
it real.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it. I love
Yep.
it, ladies. Thank you guys for coming on and sharing with us.
Yes. And I hope you come back soon. Next season, if we run out of episodes this season. This has been great. I have truly enjoyed it. And like I said, to all our listeners across the globe, we thank you so much for listening to us each and every week and for giving us your feedback and helping us grow and learn. And it's been a wonderful experience. Sean and I couldn't ask for better listeners and supporters. And, watching the numbers grow each week is very encouraging. So,
Absolutely.
all
Until
right.
next
And
week, we love
until
you all.
next week.
Bye.